where do you feel like the correlation for you? Because you obviously like are a quick learner. Like you started in 10th grade, you probably could have walked on in college. That's what, 3 years. So, and to be able to be shooting in the 70s consistently, that's like you hit the curve faster than everybody else. So, what do you think it was for you to like that really changed it to where you were having fun, and then you start keeping track, and then you like really got good?
I think it's one of those things where like you just start playing better, and I always had this like inner belief that if I just put my mind to something, I can do it.
Right.
And I think golf is such a mental game that's where I excel. If I hit a bad shot, it doesn't really stick with me. It's just like on to the next one. So I think that, and just the way I did, I would just like watch a bunch of YouTube videos, watch pros, and just try to copy how they do it.
Right.
And luckily I have that ability to translate that to the game. So.
Wait, you didn't have a coach when you were doing all this?
No, I never had a coach. Dude, there's so many videos on YouTube. You can figure it out, right?
Oh man, no. I mean, I had friends of mine who said they've gotten lessons from YouTube and figured it out. But damn, that's impressive.
I think I will get a coach down the line sometime, but yeah, not yet.
Wow, you got to a 4 without a coach.
I think it's manageable.
I mean, you're living proof, right?
Right.
For sure.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Part 3. I'm your host, Ben Baller, co-host JR Smith, and co-host legend Stephen Malbon. And today we have a very special guest from the iconic FaZe Clan. I know this is a golf show, but for most of you who don't know, I'm a member of FaZe Clan, so it's really an honor to have him on here. Nate Hill, what's good, man?
How you doing? Pleasure.
The golfing class.
Pleasure to be here. Round of applause, too. That's great.
Yeah, man, come on, man.
That's the first tee. That's,
hell yeah.
You know?
You're 27-year-old member, iconic FaZe Clan. You're
28 now. I'm getting up there.
Oh, 28. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm old enough for your dad, just so you know. You're a wizard at Fortnite, right? And you've been playing golf.
My career path was headed that way towards golf in like senior year, but things changed. I went a completely different way.
Okay, so how's the golf game today?
Golf game's pretty good right now. I don't think it's as good as I was then, but I don't put the same amount of time into it. I don't know. When it starts getting warmer, I'm hoping to get by the end of the year to scratch, but I'm about like 4, 5-ish right now.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah, we're getting there.
You're a player.
He's a baller.
Yeah.
I mean, how often do you play, would you say?
When I first moved out here, which was like 6 months ago, it was like three times a week, honestly. I was trying to get out as much as I could, but you know, things change. Work comes up, whatever. So like once a week now.
When did you start playing?
When did I start? I'm 10th grade. So pretty late, yeah. But then, so 10th grade, I was just playing, messing around, you know, just something to do with your friends during the summer or whatever. And then, you know, I wanted to join the golf team just to go to the nicest courses, of course. Like, it's a cheat code to get on. But then 12th grade happened, and then I took like a 7-year break, and now I'm back.
Why'd you take the break?
You know, I got disqualified from a tournament. Long story, but it kind of like rubbed me the wrong way. There was like politics involved with it. And I just went on a completely different career path and didn't really have time. I moved to New York City. It's pretty hard to golf in New York City, especially when you don't have a ton of money. And kind of just fell out of love with the game, right? So it wasn't until recently where I started playing again and just came back.
I did as I moved to New York for 10 years, and I used to play prior and moving from Atlanta, but then I never played in New York for 10 years.
So
not just once.
Understand.
Just like, that's not it. When you're young and in New York, like the last thing you're doing is taking a
You have to take a train,
schlep all the way out to Staten Island to golf.
Long Island, Jersey.
Long Island, Jersey.
I mean, so you made a video, right, on YouTube? Like your quest to break 80? That was like a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. So when I came back, I was like, I used to be able to shoot in the 70s pretty consistently, and I came back, and probably the first time I came back, I was blading everything all across the fucking green. I don't know if I can curse on here, but
You're good.
Cool. Yeah, I probably shot like 105, something crazy. And I was like, all right, that's not me. I'm not like that. So then I started to get back into it, and just recently I've been, getting back to under the 80s. So
Where you
Feels
Where
great.
you from originally?
PA,
PA.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. East Coast.
like the Woods, Bucks County, PA. Yeah, some nice courses out there.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah,
What are the nicest ones where you grew up?
the nicest ones. It's hard to say. Like Indian Valley Country Club was one of my home courses. There's one called I don't know. Well, obviously Marion is the nicest.
You're right there.
Yeah, I'm really close to Marion. Never got to play it though.
Philly cricket.
Philly Country Club, Cricket Club. Yeah.
What would you say your earliest golf memory was, like in period?
Honestly, it was just like hanging out with my brothers and my brother's older friends and just getting out there and just being terrible, you know, shooting 110, shooting 115, just having a good time, you know.
Hey man, for all the listeners out there that are shooting 110, 115, that's that's not bad, man. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Like,
okay, my favorite memory though, I think was when I first broke 100. That was like super. I still remember that day. I played by myself. I wasn't lying, I promise. But I shot. So this is how bad I was. I shot 5 pars in a row. And still had a 96. But those 5 pars in a row, I was like telling my dad. I was telling everybody like, oh, fuck, I was playing so good. And I'll always remember that day at Butter Valley by myself, 5 pars in a row. Still managed to shoot a 96. But like, you know, when you first break that score that you're trying to break, it's memorable, right? Like, 100%. I don't know about you guys, like when's the first time you hit like a score that you like felt good about?
Every time I broke 90, 87. Well, I haven't broke 70 yet.
It's hard. It's easier to go from like first time. It's challenging to break 100, and then it gets harder to break 90. Then it gets harder to break 80. And it gets really hard to break 70.
Yeah, haven't been
right?
there yet. Yeah.
I mean, I've only been playing golf. My first round of golf was May 2nd last year, so I'm not even a year in.
Yeah.
And when I broke 100, it was pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I broke 80, it wasn't my best round of golf. I shot at 84, and that 84 felt better than the 78, which I don't know if that makes sense to you.
No,
but
100% does. Yeah.
yeah, I feel like I had better shots. I just didn't, you know.
The putts were just falling or something.
27 putts that round. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good one, but I mean, I'm new to it. I mean, 6 months you've been living here?
Yeah.
So where's your favorite course in LA right now?
I mean, I got to play Riv recently, which is that's my favorite course I ever played. So that's
It's hard to beat that one.
It's hard to beat. It's like it's just open and flat and just really fun to play.
No one around.
They announced your name in the tee box.
They announced your name in the tee box. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
What did they say? Nate Hill? Did they say Faze Nate?
Yeah, Nate Hill. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And even that, like, you feel a little pressure on that top tee box. You know,
Right.
With the little starter guy.
Where do you feel like the correlation for you? Because you obviously like are a quick learner. Like you started in 10th grade. You probably could have walked on in college. That's what, 3 years. So, and to be able to be shooting in the 70s consistently, that's like you hit the curve faster than everybody else. So what do you think it was for you to like that really changed it to where you were having fun and then you start keeping track and then you like really got good?
I think it's one of those things where like you just start playing better and I always had this like inner belief that if I just put my mind to something, I can do it.
Right.
And I think golf is such a mental game that's where I excel. If I hit a bad shot, it doesn't really stick with me. It's just like on to the next one. So I think that and just the way I did, I would just like watch a bunch of YouTube videos, watch pros and just try to copy how they do it.
Right.
And luckily I have that ability to translate that to the game. So.
Wait, you didn't have a coach when you were doing all this?
No, I never had a coach. Dude, there's so many videos on YouTube. You can figure it out, right?
Oh man, no. I mean, I had friends of mine who said they've gotten lessons from YouTube and figured it out. But damn, that's impressive.
I think I will get a coach down the line sometime, but yeah, not yet.
Wow, you got to a 4 without a coach.
Yeah, I think it's manageable.
I mean, you're living proof, right?
Right.
For sure.
I mean, do you think like with playing video games, you know, and having like fast hand-eye coordination and twitching around and everything, right? You being very good at it. Is there any correlation between video games and golf at all with the skill or no?
I would say, I don't know. Yeah, I guess video games are kind of genetic. I think you're born with it or you're not. That's what I believe. And again, it's a lot of mental with video games. It's so easy to tilt and if something goes wrong. So I think there is a lot of adversity with video games that kind of can correlate to the golf course.
Right? So,
yeah.
I mean, I don't play Fortnite. I've seen it and messed around, but like, what's harder, to be really good at Fortnite or you think are really good at golf?
So that's a good question. I think to be like the top level. I mean, it's probably golf, but
It's gotta be, bro.
it's got to be. But I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
You got to use your imagination in Fortnite, like somewhere. Like I feel like in gaming, especially a game like Fortnite, because that's where it kind of lost me because I'm in the middle of a shootout and this dude just builds this skyscraper and just like completely murks me. So it's like when I sit here and watch like people play that game, the imagination you have to have on top of like skill and be doing that, like that's really hard. And to be able to compete with somebody, and this is like people who just doing it for like just for fun, who's like, I'm looking like, yo, this dude is good. Somebody on his level is completely different. Like, don't get me wrong, like obviously Dustin Johnson and myself are completely different stratospheres of the game. But
you're closer to him than
I'm closer than him than I would be to you playing.
Right.
Or like a kid who's really good, who just does it as a fun thing to do when you get out of school compared to him. Like he's on there, like he knows all the tricks to the trade, any and everything, movements, like how to change his settings and all of that.
Wait, so okay, like for golf, right? You could look at somebody's swing, say 7-iron, and you can kind of know, like, all right, yeah. And they can have a pretty good shot, but I'm saying, like, you can kind of tell.
Can tell. Yeah.
So on Fortnite,
Same thing with Fortnite.
Oh, you can.
I mean, it's funny in Fortnite. Like, I could see somebody walking, and just the way that they're like moving, you could see, like, all right, that guy's terrible.
What if they're just messing around?
For sure.
Just walking. What if they're just messing around? They're just messing with you, like trolling you, just walking funny.
I mean, I've done that to some people as well. you act like a little bot, and then you just shit on some guy.
But also to that, it's like it's hard because in golf, I've seen people with bad swings make par and birdies. People,
you're right.
You ain't just going out there and murking him if you just some random like trash bot.
Yeah, it's almost impossible.
It's literally almost impossible.
I mean, I was playing with Rain, with Norton and Blaze and all them guys. We were just because the phone app just came out like 5-6 years ago, and it was too hard. And then they even said, "It goes, hey man, it's hard to play on the phone.
Oh yeah,
let's go into the room. We're at the FaZe House, whatever." And I'm like, fuck this game, bro. Like, this shit is like, I got killed like immediately. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with these guys? And then they're talking shit in the chat. And I was like, hey, bro, like, and then you know what they said to me? Like, Ben, no offense. That dude's probably 14.
Yeah, they're all like 12.
And he just killed you. And he goes,
first of all, get out the chat, bro. Get out the chat.
I didn't know because I was like, hey, so should I go back in there? And then Tiku was like, I got you, Ben, don't trip. He goes, Ben, they're going to do this all day to you.
Stay out the chat.
So you stay out the chat. Yeah, so I didn't know you played like that. I mean, I know this is where, don't want to stray away from it, but just so I can get an idea, Dustin Johnson is really fucking good.
It's a good golfer, yeah.
So is Ninja good at Fortnite, or is he?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, is he top 10? Is he?
No. No.
Who's like the best people at Fortnite?
A lot of the best people you wouldn't know. Like they don't have like a huge social following because a lot of them aren't like the personable, brandable people. They're just like the hardcore 10 hours to 12 hours a day grinders.
And then how do you play? How do those dudes make money?
Tournaments.
And the tournaments
Mostly
are
tournaments.
constant, or is it like the tour where they're constant tournaments, or is there like if you win some, there's a way bigger prize than others? Yes. That's how it is.
It's more so like that, but there's little tournaments along the way with smaller prize pools, and then like every 3 months there's the big one where it's like
a major,
exactly.
And then everybody who's good is preparing for that,
pretty much.
And those are the ones you're preparing for.
I don't focus as hard on that anymore. It's more casual, but when I first started the first 2-3 years, it was all that. Yeah,
that was your calendar.
That was it, like 10 hours a day. Just
what's your highest kill count?
33 or something.
Is that a lot?
Yeah.
So yeah,
my son's
there's 150 people.
There are 100 people.
There are 100, or in Fortnite, there's 100 people who land in the board, and it's just you.
33 is not. That's a third.
That means him by himself killed a third of the field.
Killed 30-something people.
And the whole map, because people are dying all over the place. Yeah. So it's not about like I couldn't kill more people. It's about it's hard to find them and do it that fast. Yeah.
Right.
Wait, so how long does a game last?
Like a public match, probably 21 minutes.
Oh, okay. So no one's killing
in 21 minutes.
No, it's not.
In 21 minutes, him by himself, he killed 33 of the 99 people.
Yes.
In 22 minutes, he found and killed 1/3 of the whole field.
On top of that,
That's nuts.
No, on
and,
top
he,
of-
and he didn't get killed.
what people don't realize is
That's
there's so
the
many
best
people
part.
who are just scary and just want a third party. That means he killed them. Not only did he kill them, the person that was trying to shoot him, he killed them too. Like when you watch his footages, I'm pretty sure. I haven't watched all his like YouTube and tape, but like I'm pretty sure it's ridiculous. I'm telling you, wouldn't last a second.
I Bro, I lasted like
Yeah, you tried
17 seconds, and I'm like, yo, I need to figure this out. Like, you're dead. And I was like,
Nah,
what do
it's
you mean?
over.
No. Yeah, you're gonna need a lot more time to figure that out.
You travel a lot, right?
Yeah, a good bit.
Like, any favorite courses you've played while you traveled?
That's a tough one. What are we gonna? Let's go around and you guys answer your favorite courses.
Favorite courses, I'll start at home. I love the Preserve. Didn't come to LA. I like Riviera. In the Hamptons, I love Friars Head and like Shinnecock and those joints. In Florida, I like the Grove, Medalist, Floridian. Sheesh, there's a lot of good ones, dude. There's a lot of good ones. I like Pinehurst and all that
Okay.
stuff.
That's a good
Bandon Dunes. Obviously, Pebble Beach and
Pebble though, like I've been hesitant to go because every video I see a Pebble, it's just 30-mile-per-hour winds.
you
I
just
just don't
gotta
know.
That's
Yeah.
part of the culture of it.
you
That's
just
what
gotta
it is.
hope you don't catch it on those days,
Right?
you know, or go for like a week, and you may have one day like that. But Pebble, the Monterey Peninsula, the weather can go from like cold and hailing and windy to sunny and muggy and hot back to like windy and cold, like just in one round. So it could be like hailing on one hole at Pebble and sunny on 3 holes over. So it's a trippy ecosystem up in Monterey Peninsula for sure. But Pebble's great. You can catch it in the afternoons all summer long. It's like as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah.
Come on, give us a couple, JR.
East Coast, Pine Valley, Titaconk, Philly Cricket,
No big deal.
Sabonic, National, obviously. Go to Florida, I would say Calusa Pines, MacArthur, Floridian for sure.
You
Grove,
play Die Preserve?
I played Die. It's
pretty fun, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really haven't been able to travel for golf. It's
Right.
more just work and I'm out.
Same with me, bro. You know, and I've only played 31 rounds of golf, which is actually a lot for less than a year.
It's pretty solid. Yeah.
You know.
I mean, and you're already shooting. You already shot under 70.
I broke 80 like 3 times, yeah. But I mean, I love Torrey. I love a lot of Cali courses. You know, there's even a little small course in San Diego called Arrowwood. I love the track. You know, he took me to Turnberry in Florida. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I actually love that track too. It's fucking. I hit a ball out of bounds and like in a hazard, and the damn 4-foot long iguana came out and moved. I was like, oh shit, and he wasn't even tripping. Like, I played TPC Scottsdale. That was cool.
That's awesome. Yeah.
You know, I love Lakeside. It's probably the course besides
Lakeside's
the Anderson
great.
I played the
Yeah.
most.
Lakeside.
This place in Chicago called Rich Harvest Farms. I played.
Charles Farms.
You played
is
there?
Amazing.
That's a beautiful spot,
Yeah. Mr. Rich.
Mr. Rich. Yeah, because nobody plays on it, right? There's like
Right.
60 people or something.
So yo,
Golf's
man,
the
who else in FaZe got game, man, in golf?
In golf, I only know one guy. Bizzle is solid. Well, there's a few people in gaming that are solid.
Who else in gaming?
My friend Daltouche is pretty solid. Yeah, like Nate shot. I'm better than all of them though.
You all right?
Yeah.
You're definitely better than Nate Shot.
Yeah.
I got a question. What did you what did you shoot on your last hole?
My last,
Was your last hole, what did you make?
the last time I
The
played,
last hole you played.
The last hole you played, what did you make?
shit, it was a scramble. But I was lights out in that scramble. So
All right, before the scramble,
I was lights out in that
the last
scramble.
actual round that wasn't a scramble.
Bro, I can't even remember. Let's just say it was a albatross.
No,
Why not?
Why not, bro? You guys don't know.
Why not?
okay. So
I
we
can't
ask
remember that.
we ask a lot of people when we come on the show, like, what's your favorite club in the bag?
It's for a long time it was 7, but I think right now like 8 iron. Yeah, I went
Nice.
down one.
Okay, Colin Morikawa.
He's hitting you're hitting your driver
Me and Colin are
further.
the same.
If you hit your driver further, you don't have to hit the 7, you can hit the 8.
Exactly, which I am doing now.
How?
I used to play just this power pull fade slice type, and just it was super consistent, but right down the middle every time. But it was like 260. But I've just been
Carry 260 or
like full 260,
right?
But I've just been trying to straighten that out big time. With it's just an over the top swing path, so I've just
Probably gained
trying
20
to straighten
yards
that
easy.
out. What's that?
They'll probably gain 20 yards easy.
Easily, yeah. So like you said, one club different, one or two club
your
different.
9-iron's gonna be your favorite.
It's feeling
soon.
good.
I mean, we saw that in the live stream. You know that you have a natural fade.
Yeah,
It's kind of like why I have
Which
it.
I love. I love playing irons and stuff with the natural fade. It's super easy to control and really consistent.
Right.
Yeah. Anything that's not like the like short irons, I can kind of control and draw or do whatever. But anything longer, I don't mess around with it.
So
You just play the cut.
Yeah.
what would you say the strongest part of your game is then? Short game, chipping. Okay.
Yeah.
Chipping. That's
Like,
why you got good at golf quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be able to chip.
Yep.
Hands. What's your worst club?
Long irons for sure. Like
That's
the
the
4 irons. It's hit or miss.
Same.
Good
Yeah.
thing is you can chip.
Exactly. So that's my favorite thing. Is I'll just try to get it down
Yeah,
there,
get it close enough.
and then I'll hope to get up and down.
You know what's weird is some days my 5-iron is on, some days it's whatever. So I got rid of my 4-iron. I replaced it with the 4 hybrid.
Oof.
And my 4 hybrid is amazing.
Is
It's
it?
my money
I'm not
club.
a fan of hybrids.
I'm just for some reason I can hit them good. I played 2 days ago, and I had a 177-yard par 3. I was a stranger, and we had a long time because there's people just hitting it like 60 yards off the tee, like it were really bad. And I was like, "Fuck this!" It was starting to get on my nerves because I felt like I was itching. So I take out
welcome
the
to
4
golf.
hybrid, and Trotty's like, "Yo, man, try it out. Get rid of your 4 hybrid." Boom. So I had 177 to the pin, hit it 10 feet past the pin, stuck. Boom, birdie putt. And I was like, "Wow, man, this 4 hybrid," and it's been good for me for like the last couple of weeks. But I have trouble hitting anything.
That's a mental game too, right? You hit one good shot with you're like, this is my club.
right. No, man, I had like the 4 times I used the 4
Just
hybrid, they were money shots. Yeah.
It's funny how that works because it could be one good swing and you're like, yeah, this is it, and then having that one bad swing, it's like, I don't want to hit this thing
Yeah, this
again.
club sucks.
I hate this club. And
changed
then
quick.
And before you know it, you got to hit that club more often than not. It's like,
Well, in general, in the last, as far as rounds go, I think my hybrid has been probably, besides my putter's probably my the one I know I can always count
Savior.
on. The pitching wedge and my hybrids are the only clubs I could really like. I know where they're going to go.
Right.
Everything else, it's
Like, is your driver a mess?
a complete mess.
So, well, some people will even hit the 4 hybrid off the tee or something, you know?
Oh no, I use a 3-wood off the tee.
Right. I did
Dude.
that for so long.
You see that trophy right there?
What's that? Pro-Am champ?
I used a 3-wood, bro. I didn't even use a driver.
There you go.
I couldn't because the rough was too ugly. I don't want to.
Where's the rest of them?
Yeah, exactly.
I was lucky, bro.
Hey, what about golf video games? What are your thoughts on like
Like PGA?
any of it? Yeah,
Golden Tee?
or is any of it like
2K.
2K?
I
You
played
play
it for a little bit. Yeah.
And what do you think about it?
GR, aren't you a character in the
Yeah.
game? That's sick.
What a legend!
shit.
Yeah.
What a ledge!
Forgot about that. He's
I
New
played
York
for a little
Times.
No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal.
Another guy, man.
I get bored with sports games though, really quick. I can't play it for too long.
What about Golf Plus with the Oculus? Have you heard of
No.
that or anything?
Just like a VR golf.
Yeah, and then they have like special handles, the grips, the little short shaft, and you can hook on your controller or whatever to it. So you have to swing the
Wait,
club.
what?
Oh, that's
Golf
dope.
We got 2 Oculuses at the house, bro.
Golf Plus, download it. I
you
know the
tried it?
dudes. They're from Austin, so they'll plug you with all they'll open up all the whatever.
So I need to buy the thing though.
No, you
my
can do it
son
with
has
just your hand, but like
my son
there
has
is
those 2
something
sticks.
you can put the stick on that has a golf grip with a little weight, so it has a better feel.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
but it's pretty crazy. You
But
can go
does
play
it have like
like
the real like out to in into out? You know what I'm saying? Like it'll like that swing really is.
yeah, like when I do it, I find I slice the ball more with it than like
Hassan
I
Shop.
do in real life. You know what I mean? Or if like I swing like a draw swing, then it still slices a little. So it's like,
So it's a little off.
well, I mean, I think you can get used to it, you know? I just saw on that Netflix show, like Rory went down there and did it. It's called Golf Plus. These dudes are from Austin, and they're cool, super
I'm about-
cool dudes,
I'm
and
about
they're
to download
killing it. But you can play a whole bunch of different games. You can play with each other. So, like, you can go in, and they're getting ready to introduce, like, I think they're waiting on Meta or something, but they're getting ready to do where you can like dress your avatars and like the 4 of us could go play with VR. We could go play Pine Valley or whatever.
So
Like,
basically it would be
it's
online, right?
crazy.
We would just connect to our profiles?
Yeah, and then were explaining to me how they create the golf courses, map the golf courses and bring them into the game or whatever just through like Google Maps. So like they don't
That's the
even
future.
have to like go to the course or whatever. They just go on the computer, go do a little flyover, and then they rig it. That turns in, and next thing you know, you're playing, and the greens break the right way. And
Are
like,
you supposed to be telling us this?
yeah,
I just want to make sure. Okay.
yeah, no, it's all out there.
Yeah,
Golf
CJR's
Plus.
looking out for us, man. We're
Just
trying to get
wanna-
sued.
I don't wanna get-
Yeah,
We could cut.
Yeah.
That's a good
It's
thing
in
about
live.
this. It's a good
Right.
thing about it. No.
No, I don't. I think it's a plug for them. Golf Plus. They'll be
No, for
happy
sure.
to
I'm
hear
not
all
mad
that
at
shit.
that.
Yeah,
No,
but they
yeah.
told me that. I mean, that's how they do it nowadays. Where before, you imagine how hard it would have been to do, like turn a real golf course and put it in a video game.
Man.
Now you just do.
What's your golf swag like on it? Like, are you old school or you knew like Malbonish?
I do. Well, the Malbon kind of, some of like the oversized sweaters and stuff.
Right.
Like I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like wearing long sleeves more than the short.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It feels, I don't know, long sleeves and like nice pants. That just feels more swaggy.
Yeah.
And if you look good, I feel like I play better.
That's JR all day. That's JR all day.
Yes,
So do you
sir.
wear golf? Do you wear spikes or you wear tennis shoes?
I wear the
Sneakers, I'm saying.
No, the like rubber spikes,
Yeah.
not like the full spikes.
Like what ones?
FootJoys. Yeah,
Oh, nice. Okay.
yeah,
Kept it OG.
yeah. I used to have
OG
like the
wingtips.
really OG, like the dress shoe
Metal
FootJoys.
spikes.
Yeah, back in
I mean,
high school.
for 8 months straight, almost 7 months straight, I looked like I just came. He made fun of me. He's like, "Yo, you look like you just came out of Roger Dunn, bro." Like, you
Look
need
like
to
a
throw-
European tour player.
And so he dressed me. He dressed me for my first U.S.
Ian
Pro-Am.
Poulter?
Yeah, he dressed me for my first U.S. Pro-Am. And the first thing they said, they're like, "Yo, you the most swaggiest dude out here. Remember, you had me in the vest and everything."
Yeah, the
and I
vests are
pulled up
sick,
Torrey
yeah.
Pines Farmers, and they were like, "Yo, you look like straight up Ernie Els, bro. You have the 90s, like really baggy pants."
Yeah.
I had the FootJoys on. Like, it felt good, man. It was definitely.
and you ended up winning.
Yeah.
Thanks.
There
to
you go. There you
Probably
go.
half thanks to the
Look
fit.
Thanks
good,
to
play
Jon
good.
Rahm.
Yeah. Oh well, he's pretty good.
The fit in Jon Rahm didn't hurt. You know.
You know, my funny thing is I haven't seen my agent since then. It was a month ago. And he goes, "You son of a bitch." He goes, "You're a nervous wreck." I told him I had COVID.
He
4
was
in the
scared to
morning.
play. He was nervous to play with Jon Rahm.
Because they didn't tell me
he
who
lied and said he had COVID.
He
I
was
said
coming
I
up
was
with
too
some
scared.
story.
I don't hit him because he'll give me some bullet. Like, man, shit, that ain't nothing. So when they said I was paired with Jon Rahm, I was like, "Hey, bro, it's 4:30 in the morning." And I was like, "Hey, man, dude, fuck, I can't make it today." So I just got it tested. I was gonna send him a 2-year-old test that I got COVID,
A 2-year-old.
2-year-old COVID.
but I could just screenshot it and send it. So Kipper goes,
You know they got dates on them joints, right?
and Kipper goes,
Blurry.
and
And
you
a
know,
little shaking.
Kipper's like, "Listen," he's like, "Look, bro, I better see you at the clubhouse at 6:30." But it was funny. I ended up showing up and ready for this. I see the tour buses everywhere, the tour trucks. Go in the tour truck and the guy's like, "Hey, what's up, Ben? How you doing?" Like, "We got a box over here for you. You need anything?" I was like, "I got everything I need." Ricky Fowler walks up. He goes, "Hey, man, how you doing? You good?" I was like, "I'm nervous, man." He goes, "Bro, just have fun." So he's like, "Just go to the range and hang out." So I go to the range. They have 2 different areas.
Yeah.
So they have pro and then pro-am, right? So the pros have all their things, tireless, all their balls. Go to the range. Xander, Justin Thomas, Colin, they're all hitting at the range. And it sounded like a samurai sword fast. I never heard iron sound like that.
Wow.
That was the most discouraging thing I've ever done in my life. And I was like, dude, I can't do this, man. I can't do it. It was freezing, by the way, too.
Yeah.
And like everyone's just like, "Yo, let's go, blah, blah, whatever." I was gonna have to throw up. But yeah, man, it ended up being a great thing. So I don't know. Have you played a Pro-Am before?
Kinda. I was like hopping around holes doing like a filming thing. So it wasn't like a legit Pro-Am.
Are you going to
That'd be
start?
fun. Oh,
We got to get
I
you
would
in
love
these
to.
Malbons events, baby.
Definitely.
Yeah, we
Oh,
do
yeah.
tournaments here like once a month.
Oh, really?
What would you want your future to be in golf?
First of all, how are you afraid to play with the best player in the world? Like he's gonna carry you.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything.
So the thing was, I was just
I like
worried.
how
Jon
we went
Rahm.
back to that. I like that. I like that.
I just felt like I didn't want to disappoint anybody because I was,
Okay, yeah.
you know, the thing was, they were going by handicaps, and there's billionaires that bought in.
Yeah,
Never
of
spent
course,
120K to play with pro.
Yeah.
And usually they get to play with the top 10 players, but he's the #1 player in the world. He just won 6 of his last 8 starts. So when I got to T1, they messed up my name. They're like, Ben Baylor. And I was like, here we go. Fucking name, dude. Here we go, man.
Ben Baylor.
And the first tee shot, I'm using a 3-wood, right? And it goes 175 yards, and it probably went 180 in the air.
Hey, off
right?
the tee is good.
But it went on the fairway, and that's John goes, hey, bro, relax, man. You're fine. And then I made 6 out of 6 fairways. And he goes, you should have just brought your driver. You're fine. I was like, no, the rough is super thick. I'm scared. But he ended up being really cool. He was asking me
told
questions.
him you were scared?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And then he asked me, he goes, you know what I'm scared of? He goes, I'm scared of like meeting big celebrities. And he's like, I heard you work with Eminem. You work with like Lil Wayne. I was like, yeah, dog, Lil Wayne's my boy. Eminem's my boy. Like, who cares? He's like, oh man, what are they like? Like, he's talking about rap.
Right.
Then he started talking about jewelry. He's like, hey man, I love watches. I was like, hey bro, I don't really want to talk anymore. I was just like, I just wanted to like play good. You know what I mean? It was like, it was just funny, but he definitely helped a lot. He was telling me certain things like, hey, the butt of your club should be facing your belt buckle.
Okay, he's giving you lessons halfway through.
I mean, he was just telling me the caddy and stuff. Yeah. He's like, look, this is what I think.
Reading your putts for you?
The caddy was, yeah. Caddy was. His caddy was really cool too. Super cool dude. Yeah. Super nice.
Yeah.
You won't let him read your putts?
I mean, my caddy was giving me the
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
I'm just asking, though.
That's a sweet experience when the pros and caddies read your putts for you. So sick.
I played with Tony Finau, and I was asking him every time. I told my caddy,
please.
look here, watch out, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony, what you see right here, bro? Let me see how
And
you
he knows
see
it,
It's like,
too.
well,
They mark it out. You hit it there.
yeah.
We had obviously we had a group, but then there was like not a skins, but there was like a side bet thing going on. So we're split like in threes, right? And so John's like, hey man, how's your trash talking game? I'm like, bro, just immaculate, bro. There's nobody to fuck with me. There's this guy named Michael Collins who's a caddy, he's a famous caddy. So he's like, hey bro, you need to just get in this guy's head. So we all have about a 69-yard approach shot to the green. Everyone's made the green, right? Everyone's chipping on the green. And Michael Collins goes up and I was like, hey bro, if you hold this out, I'll make you a $100,000 chain, bro. No joke. He fucking sculled it all the way into the bunker and everything. And then like he had a 10-foot putt. No, like 17-foot putt. I'm like, hey bro, if you make this putt, I got your wife earrings, big diamond rocks. So he kept messing with his head. He's like, God damn it, Ben Baller, shut up. And John's like, yo, keep going, bro. Just keep messing with them. So it was crazy. I mean, have you played with any pros before?
Yeah, I played with a few. I'm friends with Bryson. So
He's the best,
yeah,
huh?
I got to play with him a bunch.
Too. I love him.
And he, like playing with him, he's one of the more like analytical,
Yeah.
Super technical
guys. So like he'll teach you a lot.
I was going to say, how long was that round?
Right? Like, bro, I played a little like a Pro-Am with him for like 5-6 holes. We'll finish the hole, and I'm like walking to the next hole, about to get on the tee, and you look back, he's still fucking putting, like doing practice putts, Pro-Am. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Like, come on, man.
Pace of play,
Come on.
Yeah.
Pace of play, the shamble.
Yeah. Playing with him is great.
Your YouTube channel's pretty big, right?
It's all right. I mean, it's not a major focus, but it's more like, yeah, it's all right.
I mean, would you want to do you want to integrate golf, more golf into your YouTube channel? Or?
Yeah, definitely. I think I want to do a lot of live streaming with golf. It's been difficult, but with like service wise, a lot of times it'll cut out. So I'm working on getting better equipment, and I'm going to integrate that into like my weekly routine, like do that at least twice a week.
No,
that's
dope.
Live stream rounds, 4 or 5 hours of content. It's super fun.
For sure.
And then I'll just post that to YouTube, right? Just the raw footage, make a different channel or whatever.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
You can have guests.
Yeah, exactly. Get guests.
You can have us on, man.
For sure. Let's do it.
Speaking of that, who would be your dream foursome?
Golf?
Yeah, no.
I love this guy. Hey, Nick. Link me. I'm getting his number.
What an answer.
Bro, he really said that for real. He wasn't even joking. Jan, did you hear the way he said it?
Really? That's the first thing I think of every time you
Of
say it.
course.
Like, you got to present it in a different
bro.
way or something.
Wow. Yeah, golf.
Bro,
sir.
I don't obviously Tiger. He's the GOAT.
Of course.
Tiger. I don't know, man. Tiger. Let's just do him 3 times. I like Jason Day a lot. I've always been a big fan of his. And Ricky. How about Ricky?
Mind you, this could be anybody. It doesn't have to be pros.
Oh,
Yeah, it
Well, I
could be
finished the
lit.
question.
Next.
See what I'm saying? We got to present the question all the way around.
You're gonna say Emily Ratajkowski.
Yeah, right.
That there and just it's hilarious.
True.
Where do you go hit balls?
Bro, like I'll go to Angelus's grass range or
Where
if
do you
it's
live?
I love that range
West
though.
Hollywood.
So what's the lowest round you ever shot?
All right. So my lowest 9 was a 33, which was actually 3 under.
Yee.
That was in high school at Fox Hollow, which was the course I grew up playing. We would go at like 4 p.m., $20, twilight round after school, me and my brother. We would go there all the time. And then unfortunately I didn't get to play the whole 18 because high school golf you just play 9. So that sucked. And my lowest round was actually the same course. So it's a pretty easy course. I shot par 71
Okay.
there. So yet to break under par on a full 18. That's the goal.
Well, I mean, what's your lowest score as of like this newer whatever last few years?
I shot a 70. It was either 73 or 70. I think it was 73 at Angeles.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
It's tough.
I was playing
That's
well.
good.
That's a hard course.
Just
Yeah, man.
the putts were just falling everywhere. But that course plays my fade really well.
Jack
Yeah.
Nick.
Jack Nicklaus, exactly.
He designed it for you.
He's a good guy.
You know, the cool thing too is, I mean, there's hazards on each side, but like, let's say hole 10, if you fade and it goes too far, you can still play off in the fairway of hole 1. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
Like,
there's
you're good.
there's a lot of room there, and the wood chip rule is not bad there.
Yeah.
Wood chip hell.
Wood chip rule.
Wood chip free rule. So to wrap this up, you're a YouTube pro. I mean, seems like you know a lot about YouTube and stuff, right? And Par 3 podcast is on YouTube, and it's nice having it. Like, could you give us some pointers on how we can grow the show, how we can get more people and stuff?
Bro, I don't know.
Have him on the show.
Right? It's funny. I mean, I'm not into like the algorithm and all that stuff. How I do, I just post stuff, and if I like it, hopefully people like it. That's what you guys doing, right?
That's it. I mean, you know, I don't get into the algorithm shit. I know people get technical.
And you know what? It works. Some people have figured it out to a science. You know,
No, yeah,
you make
CPM and all that
6 challenge, or you make 6 channels, and it all kind of just you click. I don't know, man.
Or they do like, let's say for instance, they have an hour show.
Right.
What they do is they cut up all these 3-minute clips
Sure.
and put them all over the place, and kind of leads to that.
And
all
they'll
that.
leak them to different channels, right? Then they'll repost them, and then
And they say like as soon as you like curse too much or say something whatever off, and you
Sure.
get that shadow ban, it just
Sure.
messes everything up. And like so, but for the most part, it was just something we wanted to ask. You know, like we're obviously still new, but the reviews have been great, and it's obviously awesome to get somebody who we've had pros on here, and like tour pro and stuff, and regular people. But you know, when you know they had said, "Hey, FaZe," I was like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "Okay, cool.
I'm in Faze.
Got to do that. We got to get you a chain too, bro."
100%. Yeah, no, I told people that I was coming on this, and a lot of people were super stoked. So even the game, like a lot of people in the gaming space are even watching this. So
And a lot of the gaming space
Must be
are
doing well.
golfing. There are a lot of them starting to golf, and so it's that gaming golf club or something.
Oh, yeah, I'm in that.
That's what that's where you did with Bryson in Vegas.
I cut up some other stuff with him too, but yeah.
But he
we
was
played
in
with him.
that one, right?
Mhm. He was right behind us, so we would shit talk him all day.
And what's
We beat them,
I
by
like
the way.
that other kid, Kazify. Is that
Kaz,
his name?
you know
Yeah,
Kaz,
he's
yeah,
cool
yeah.
as can be.
Yep. He used to be in my team as well.
Yeah, he's cool. He's obsessed.
So
Yeah,
we're
it's
gonna
good.
We need to put some weight on him.
We're
Good
gonna
luck.
get Nate a FaZe chain. We're gonna get Ben his first kill on FaZe on Fortnite. And that's gonna be it.
That's a good deal.
Is there anything else,
good.
guys?
That is a good deal. Thank you guys for watching the Par 3 podcast.
Thank you, Nate, for coming on.
Thanks.
Hill.
Appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate you, bro.
Honor.
Stephen Malbon.
Thanks for coming.
Ben Baller, J.R. Smith. We'll see y'all next.
See you next time.